Alright, hey guys, welcome back to Rebirth. This time we're going to be going through the last world in the first set of world cards, which is Monstro. So when I was recording this part, my microphone crapped out and the audio kept going, and it was problematic. So, what ended up happening was, I just had to scrap the whole thing, and now I'm doing post-com. I'm not a big fan of post-com, mostly because I can't think of anything interesting to talk about. Now, one thing I've realized doing Rebirth is that it's not very interesting. The worlds are boring, and the combat is not as fun. Because see, as Sora, it's like, oh, let me try this sleight, let me try this sleight, let me try this sleight. And finding the correct combination of sleights to just obliterate everything made the game entertaining. Riku only has one sleight in normal mode unless he does a card duel, and that's Holy Burst. Or you can use 3 Mickeys, which, I mean, it's just a friend card thing. And then, for bosses, it's basically, alright, attack every once in a while, card break to get enough points to go into dark mode, and then card duel him, and then just mash triangle and make Dark Fire and Dark Break and shit. So, yeah, I cut out every battle in every room, but, I mean, still have to go through 13 minutes of this. Yeah, and I don't really have much interesting to say about Monstro, because that's the other thing. This is the type of game where it really would be better for you to just do a boss run, and here's why. Now, let's take a game like Birth by Sleep. Mostly because I probably use KH2FM for almost every example. Alright, so let's take Birth by Sleep. There are 3 different stories, plus the final episode. Plus, let's talk about Final Mix, where there's 3 stories, and the final episode, and the secret episode. So there are cutscenes and stuff in the worlds that are interesting, and plus you can see all of the areas in all the worlds, you know, that you might recognize if it's a world that's been in another game, or that you might recognize from, like, the movie, or, you know, just, like, to check out. You know, like, Radiant Garden in Birth by Sleep looks really fucking cool compared to how it does in, KH2. Or, KH1. But, in Rebirth, in RECOM in general, there's nothing really to look at after a while. Because it's like, every room is just the same old shit. I mean, Everlasting Days in Monstro looks the same. It has the same format as it would in other worlds. It's not really the most interesting thing to look at. And, I mean, I think I've used, like, every map card almost in the game at this point. And there's, like, there's nothing, like, it's just repeats of everything. So there's really no point in looking at any of the worlds visually. So the only things that are interesting are the boss fights and what happens between the worlds. Because even in the last floors, like, as Sora, there are a couple of cutscenes as you progress through. But I mean, it's not like I want to watch the whole long-ass 13F as Sora to see, like, 3 cutscenes and the actual boss fight and Marluxia and the final boss. It's like, I just want to see the boss fights. So, I don't know, because it was fun doing Sora's story, but I can't bring myself to edit Rebirth, which is why there's been such a delay in the parts. I'm done recording, by the way. But it's just like, Riku's fights are just all the same, and it's just like, I understand that for Sora's story, all I did for the last couple of bosses was like Lethal Frame, Ars Arcane, and Sonic Blade. But it's just like, it just feels more repetitive in this, because I can't really explain why, but it just, I don't enjoy Rebirth as much. Maybe it's the fact that it's so short, so you know, there's... Yeah, I can't really find the words to explain it, but Sora's story was just far more interesting, because the thing is, I find Riku as a character to be endlessly more interesting and fascinating to watch than Sora, because Sora got the Keyblade because Riku fucked up, basically. Riku had to go on this whole quest of redemption. See, Sora is like really innocent and like kind of stupid, honestly, but he's a good person at heart. Riku is also a good person at heart, but because of his one bad mistake, it cost him everything, and he has to spend basically the entire series up until 3D, I would say, like, redeeming himself. Or at least feeling like he's finally, like, you know, taken every step to redeem himself. The whole darkness and light, like, mechanic of his character, and how he's, like, how his character is like, oh, darkness isn't all bad. Like, I don't need to be, you know, this perfect goody two-shoes to, like, survive. You know, that's cool. But with Sora, it's just like, yeah, light all the time, and all this bullshit. It's like, I don't know, it's just not that entertaining. Or interesting, I should say, to watch. But what does confuse me is how Sora can use Shadow Breaker in 3D, because that's an attack that uses darkness and then light. Riku I can understand, it would make perfect sense for Riku, but why can Sora use it? Sora doesn't use darkness at all, like in any of his attacks, except Anti-Form, and I don't think that counts, and Cutscene.
Huh? What are you supposed to be? Surprised? I guess you should be. After all, I look just like you. I'll tell you what I am. I'm an exact replica of you that Vexen made from your data. So you're a fake me. Not a fake! I don't care if you're real. You're not better. We share the same body and the same talents. But there is one easy way to tell us apart, though. Unlike you, I fear nothing. Are you calling me a coward? You're afraid of the dark. The darkness inside you still frightens you, no matter what you say. But I'm different. I embrace the darkness. I can make it do whatever I want. So, I can wipe the floor with you.
Right, so this is the first fight against the Riku Replica, and as you can see, I kind of had some trouble against him, but in the end, the one thing that always saves me when I'm having trouble in a Reverse Rebirth boss saved me, and that is Dark Mode plus Lights. So basically, he has a habit of breaking your cards. So, we use a Tag Bracer to say, fuck you, you can't break my cards, I'm not allowing you. You know, that's against the rules for today. So, go Dark Mode, and then, you know, the cool thing is that the second slash of your combo stuns him. So if you can hit him with the second slash, the third slash will always hit him. Now he has Helm Split, which you don't have, although I guess you have Dark Break, which is similar enough, but I think it's dumb that he has Slights that you don't have. Anyway, I just hit him with the Dark Aura. Might be the first time I've shown it. in this playthrough, but yeah, it's there. It's pretty cool. Actually, I think I've used it before. I don't know. So yeah, I mean, every boss in this game is easy if you just go dark mode and then spam slights. Except maybe the final boss, because that when I tried that, it didn't really work against him. But that's just hard duel central. So anyway, hit him with these slights and he'll go down easy peasy. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. And then we have some long cutscenes that, you know, I don't really have much to say about.
Hey, fake! I thought I heard you say you were gonna wipe the floor with me. Don't forget I'm still new. I'll get stronger and stronger. The next time we fight, you're finished. Then let's fight now! It's nice having darkness on my side. You are so missing out. How could you be scared of something that can be so thrilling? Enough! So now the coward is playing tough. So long, real thing. Hope you don't miss me. Come back! No way. I'm not a coward.
So, how was the real thing?
He's spineless. In no time at all, I'll be better than him.
In the meantime, would you be interested in meeting another who's considered a hero?
You mean Sora. I hear he's somewhere in the castle. You want me to take care of him?
We'll see. Yes. I intend to make good use of you.
No worries. The real Riku is nothing. Sora won't be either. They're no match for me. Come out! Show yourself, fake!
Fake? Oh no. That's not exactly the right word.
What are you saying? Isn't he just a copy of me?
More like a model. He is an example of what you should try to be. He accepts the darkness. Just like you once couldn't help but accept me. But now you are afraid. Perhaps you are the one who is being fake. Fake when you pretend to have no fear.
When have I been afraid of the dark?
Inside of the card worlds, you grapple desperately with the darkness. Desperation is fear. You fight the darkness because it is what frightens you.
Be quiet!
Stubborn boy. Then continue your fight if you must. Eventually you will learn. You cannot resist the darkness.
Alright, so we got our next set of world cards, and we have reached the second third of the game, I guess you could say. So, thank you all for watching, and see you next time.